This is how we took this e-commerce brand to $5,000 plus sales days using Facebook and TikTok ads. And yes, you heard me correctly, that is $5,000 per day in sales. TikTok right now is one of the largest opportunities of 2022 and 2023, and if you're not on the platform, then you should definitely consider it. We see brands going viral every single day, being able to scale up their results and sell out their entire store. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down step by step exactly how you can set up these exact strategies, use the campaign types, the exact audience structures, so that way you can actually scale up your results and be able to achieve these numbers too. And we're going to be showing you exactly how that $5,000 is being generated every single day in the Shopify account, and actually break it down over 7-day periods, so that way you can see exactly where the campaigns are producing results and get a better idea of how to structure everything. And this video is for everyone who's just starting a brand or already has a brand producing 6-7 figures a year. These structures are going to allow you to scale up even further. So definitely give this video a big like, so that way I know you're watching, and let's get into it. All right, so here we have the breakdown in Shopify. You can see that there's been 37,000 in sales in the last 7 days. And over that course, you can see $5,600, $6,300, and then it dips down to $3,700 and then starts to climb back up, $42. $6,000, $5,000, and $5,800. So on average, maintaining about a $5,000 per day plus average. And you can see the sessions have increased dramatically, and a lot of this is due to the traffic that's directly coming from TikTok, because it is so affordable. You can literally get clicks for pennies, which allows you to drive insane amounts of people to your site, like old days Facebook in 2016. And the conversion rate is still at a 5.11%, even with all this additional traffic. So we're going to be breaking down how we're able to get so specific with the actual audiences to achieve these results. So the first platform breakdown we're going to be looking at is Facebook and how these are actually structured. You can see in the last 7 days, we're spending roughly $1,000 per day. And this is really due to, one, having lookalikes, where we're able to use this data and, actually create lookalike campaigns around specific audiences that allow us to scale up. So we're spending about $400 daily there, averaging 40 purchases every single week. And then we have a retargeting campaign where we're literally retargeting these exact customers who didn't actually complete payment, so that way we can get them back into the funnel to actually convert. And then we have our interest audiences at 500 daily, where we're doing a lot of testing right now still and are achieving a much lower cost per result. And then our open audience, which is absolutely doing amazing, where we're able to literally do no targeting at all and just leave it entirely open. And these actually end up becoming some of the best performing audiences for you in the future. And you can actually see how these are structured. You want to keep your data separated. You want to keep your lookalikes together. You want to keep your retargeting together. You want to keep your interests together, because this gives you the most insights into what's working. Because if you know that interests are performing better, well, you can say, okay, we need to focus more on interest. Or if your lookalikes are performing better, then you can say, okay, let's focus more on lookalikes. And that keeps your data streamlined, so that way it's very easy to understand. And so let's go ahead and look at some of these lookalike campaigns. You can see that we're testing the same audience, a purchase 180 day, except it's broken down into percentages: 1%, 1 to 2%, 2 to 3%, and so forth, and allowing that run on a CBO level, where the budget's actually being moved on its own in between each audiences, allowing Facebook to optimize for us. And we can quite literally see which audiences are actually performing, and they're all doing pretty average numbers across the board. And so once we start to see some gaps, like where this one's actually trending up in our cost per purchase, we can actually turn this off and dedicate the budget to the rest of these. And as we break into our actual retargeting campaigns, you can actually see what are being retargeted here. We're retargeting people who viewed the videos. If you're posting IG and Facebook Reels, then you're definitely going to want to retarget those actual engagers. Then you have add to carts, people who are actually adding to cart on your actual website. You want to retarget these individuals because they haven't converted yet. Website visitors, people who visited the website and purchased 180 day. This is one of the best audiences you can have if you have returning customers. That's how you're going to increase your returning customer traffic and sales. Then we have our interests broken out very specifically here, so that way we're testing each individual interest, so that way we know which one's converting best, and then as time goes on, we might decide to stack these. And then our open audience, which is pretty self-explanatory, it's just an open audience with no specific targeting. And so these structures really work hand in hand together, because we're able to not only retarget the people that are also coming from TikTok on Facebook, but we also are retargeting people who are just visiting the site in general from Google and other sources. And we're able to use this data to create lookalikes and interest, and all of these things work together to really structure the system to be able to produce volume. And this is a very scalable structure. We're already at $1,000 in daily spend, and can scale up very quickly after that, taking it to $2,000 daily, and then bringing the account to $10,000 in sales per day, and being able to see an ROI on that at scale. And then we have our actual TikTok ads manager, where we're optimizing for specific audiences here, where we have, these budgets set at 140 daily, 100 daily, 130 daily. And you can see we're averaging, pretty consistent conversions here, about 84 conversions in the last 7 days here. And each audience is a little bit different. On TikTok, the strategies are definitely going to change. You're still going to have your open audience, which is absolutely imperative if you want to be able to scale. And then, we're allowing the system to do automated targeting. And then our interest stack is really where we're choosing specific audiences to really make this work, where we're going after, the actual profile of the individual that we're looking to actually get to buy. And you can see the CPMs are much lower because we are tapping into a very specific audience that we know is going to convert. And that's actually resulting in, a much lower conversion cost, which is great. And you can quite literally see how this is broken down. We're going specifically for the placement TikTok. We don't want to target other specific placements if we're not going to be using creative for that. And really, we just want to be delivering on the TikTok feed. So this is what makes the most sense. And then we have automated targeting, where we're literally allowing the system to do this for us, where it's optimizing based on our advertising objective, going after people who are most likely to convert based off of our past campaign history. We set it to a 100 daily budget. We scaled up to this very quickly once we saw the results working. We literally focused on a creative that is very TikTok specific. It's not very salesy. It doesn't even ask them to directly, make a purchase. It's more of a TikTok style video that fits within the feed. It doesn't really look like an ad, and it's very engaging and lots of people interact with it. And it's resulting in a lot of people buying because it's driving a lot of interest. And in order to keep these results up, we're going to be able to, really need to refresh creative on a weekly basis on TikTok. But once we find something that's working, we take it from TikTok, we import it into the actual ads manager on Facebook, and we start seeing better results. So we're able to use TikTok as a testing platform to drive that back into Facebook. And this is a really solid strategy because it allows you to find new creative content that's working, and then bring it into Facebook, which adds the longevity to your actual campaign, makes it more evergreen. Campaigns on Facebook can run, a month, 2 months, 3 months, even a whole year with the same creatives and perform very nicely. And that's because the algorithm's more in tune over here, but on TikTok, things are rapidly changing. So you can use it as a testing platform to not only get explosive results, but be able to mellow things out by keeping them consistent on Facebook with that content you're finding that's working. And it's a very effective way to be able to, expedite the actual, testing period and be able to identify creatives that are going to allow you to scale up your actual sales. And if we go to the ad level, you'll see that these top 4 creatives are really the ones that are producing the most sales, and these other ones are getting, very little sales, if no sales at all. So therefore, we know that really we have one specific winner that's driving all of the results. So we're going to want to create more content around this specific creative. And that's going to really allow us to be able to continue to get sales and drive further volume. And same thing on the ads manager. Once you identify those winning creative content, you want to definitely maximize the results by finding more content that's similar to that. And you can see when we're doing creative testing on Facebook, we actually have a lot of different variants that are producing really solid results and a really low cost per purchase. So we definitely have, a bunch of potential winners here that we could definitely scale up and, be able to actually put more budget behind them to achieve even more sales. So there you have it. Those are the exact campaign structures we're using on Facebook and TikTok. And if you've been to my channel before, then you definitely know that we post free tutorials like this every single Friday, where we literally break down campaigns and show you the exact strategies that are working live. So that way you can be able to implement these campaigns for yourself to be able to achieve results. So if you haven't already, definitely make sure to give this video a like and subscribe, because it would definitely help the algorithm. We have brands like this doing 60 million a year using structures similar to these. We have, students like Ian here, who's the founder of Easy LA, who's absolutely crushing it, hitting a $250,000 quarter, or this brand that is doing 200K months, and even huge updates that are always happening on the TikTok algorithm, where you can check out videos like this that are going to allow you to be able to learn exactly what changes are happening in real time. Definitely make sure you're subscribed to stay up to date. And results like these from our community are fairly common, especially whenever people join our one-on-one ads mastery mentorship program, where they're literally able to work one-on-one with us, go through their actual account, optimize their TikTok ads, optimize their Facebook ads, and scale up. And it's so crazy because students like Daniel here are able to hit 70K months just after 1 month of actually working with us. In fact, we've helped over 350 businesses scale to 7 and 8 figures using these exact methods. So if this sounds like something you're interested in with your business, then definitely make sure to DM me the word mentor on Instagram to be able to, reach out and have a conversation and see if it's the right fit for you. And I really hope this tutorial helps a ton of you. We only want the best for the community and definitely want to see results. So make sure to reach out to me on Instagram at @RealChaseChappell if you have any questions, and let me know what your goals are for this year. Comment down below in the comment section. I would love to hear from you, so that way we can learn more about your business. So once again, if you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Cheers, and bye y'all.